We're here.
Can you roll the intro, Lewis?
Mm-hmm.
JV team for life.
In today's high-stakes world of emergency response, efficiency, speed, and seamless communication are essential. Introducing Apollo, the next-generation tactical software and communication tool designed for first responders. Its effortless integration through both mobile and desktop applications makes onboarding simple and straightforward. When every second counts, Apollo's clarity, simplicity, next-generation communication operations, and adaptability allows first responders to act quickly and effectively in critical moments. Apollo, empowering those who protect and serve.
Mike's unmuted.
Yep.
We're here. It's the first episode of the Antihero Broadcast, brought to you by Human Performance. Go to hp-trt.com. Use promo code HERO and save 20% off your testosterone every single month. If you've gotten blood work done either at the VA or your personal quest or whatever, you can upload that into the portal and they'll waive the lab cost. Go to hp-trt.com. Promo code HERO, save 20%.
And don't forget to keep supporting our Patreon where you get exclusive content. And don't forget, Thursdays is always for the boys and will still be for the boys. So tune in Thursday at 8 p.m. for the Squadcast.
And hit up Counterculture Inc. Threads. Go to countercultureincthreads.com. Use promo code Antihero and save 15% on the best and outsider/counterculture graphic tees, stickers, hats, flags, Ranger panties, zip-up hoodies, anything you need. We got it. Countercultureincthreads.com. Promo code Antihero.
Well, here we are. You survived.
I did.
We made it. We got our man Jimmy over here.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Jimmy didn't bring anything for his area
Nope,
today?
I brought nothing. I was doing first aid on a 5-year-old this morning.
So, kind of, it's gonna be a new format. I put some stuff up in the Patreon, kind of explaining it, but I mean, it's fucking weird, you know, doing it. We're the whole goal. I'll find the clip I did over a year ago where I said this was the goal, to go to a broadcast. You know, unfortunately, audio platforms don't have the capability to go live audio, like Spotify, Apple, all them did. Right now, currently, I'm sure it will be a thing. You cannot go live on there. So YouTube's the only option, but going live is more fun. It's more entertaining. Keeps you on your toes, like Mike said. And I'm fucking drinking coffee for the first time.
And you give me a fucking hour and 30-minute drive just screaming and yelling at people all the way here. So I'm fucking ready to go as soon as I walk in.
If you're at the company area right now at Fort Benning, you've probably ripped like 8 cigarettes already and run 5 miles. So
yeah. And so, hey, with the super chats, with the Monday shows, as much we're going to try to read more comments. If it's something that we absolutely need to see and you need us to see it, you can super chat it, but keep it cheap, man. We're trying to cover things, and I'm a advocate of super chats being for Thursday nights. You know, that's when it's fucking fun. Beer's flowing, the boys are chilling, we're all engaging. But if it's something that we absolutely need to see and you want us to see, you know, just $2.99 it or something. We're going to try to keep up with comments on here. I can't see shit, but I can.
Well, the first one I saw is get Jimmy on the table. That is Jimmy's spot.
Yeah.
Jimmy is going to be the staple of the show Thursday nights and Mondays, but he's got his spot. He's the couch guy. This will be for the guests we have. There'll be Monday guests. There'll be Thursday guests. We're going to keep the spot open for guests. And Jimmy will be over there. He's going to set up a little fluffer station over there.
I'll get a desk, man.
I can get you a desk. You want a desk?
Yeah, man.
I got one.
Oh yeah, we'll
right.
freaking make it happen.
Yeah, you'll sit at a desk and you'll be like, "Damn, I missed that fucking chair, dude."
Yeah. Well, I this is just so comfortable right now that I'm like, all right, it's morning time.
Jimmy already had his burner dogs. You had your roller dogs on the way. Actually, he was eating bacon beef jerky for breakfast.
The
bacon beef jerky.
The Antihero Broadcast brought to you by Jackling's Bacon Jerky.
Yeah, right. So yeah, I mean, let's fucking get right into it. The point, we just dropped a reel. I gotta send it to myself so we can pull it up, but we'll watch it together. Where Jimmy has some choice words for Rob O'Neill.
Can we address that super chat? Am I allowed to? Can I address that for you?
There's already a super chat?
Yeah.
What's it say?
Are you under investigation? Can I run that chain of events?
Yeah, go ahead.
I
love how this person was like, I need to know this.
I got to go. 6 months ago, Tyler told me I am quitting the sheriff's office within the next 6 months. 100%. No investigation, no nothing. Tyler submitted his resignation and applied to work off-duty details, which is an option at Orange County when you resign. While resigning, he was served with a...
No. It was after.
After resign. I'm
5
sorry.
days after.
He turned his resignation in and applied for...
2 weeks notice, just like any job.
Applied for extra duty detail and was denied.
And that's how I was
and
like,
then
why
you
would
said,
they deny
why
me?
would they deny me? And then they said, because you're on investigation, we forgot to tell you.
Yeah.
So this whole story that the psychopath is running around telling everybody that Tyler was under investigation, I swear on my 4 children, 6 months ago, Tyler told me, I have an exit plan. I'm leaving the sheriff's office. I do good enough at the Antihero Podcast to not work ever again. That is on God, 100%. And then he was going to leave. They weren't going to get to run their little fucking backdoor operation that somebody reported to them. So they notified him while resigning that he was under investigation. And that is the God's honest truth, 100%. That is what happened.
That is my lawyer right there, Mike. Talk to Mike. If you got any questions, you can also ask my wife, Heather. Oh, my God.
Here come the super chats.
All right. So I promise you we will get to them. Just keep them cheap. God forbid we don't
We're going
get to
to
them.
try to make the Squadcast is going to stay the same.
Yeah.
It's going to be a rowdy super chat. We're trying to make this more of a Monday recap. What's going on in the week? What went over the weekend? We got the Charlie Kirk funeral event. We got blocked field goals in the NFL. We got all kinds of stuff to talk about. So that's what we're going to try to make this about. We appreciate the super chats, but we're going to try to keep the regular conventional followers that just comment. We're going to try to keep them involved in the show, and the super chats will be Thursday for the boys.
All right. Hey, pull up Instagram real quick. And I want, it's in the messages. Take your time. I know we reformatted some of the software. But our boy Jimmy just dropped a bomb.
Well, I kind of had to, man. I'm sorry.
Not that one. That was a cool video though, but we'll get to that one at some point, if not today, the Squadcast. But go to Instagram, and it's the last video that I sent. It's the last one in the thread.
You want to tell us?
There you go.
There you go.
Shut the fuck up. The operators are talking. Go fuck yourself. And you got problems with dudes who are in tier 1 units? Why are you talking to us? Go talk to him. That's your world. You said it. That's your world. We didn't live in your world. Slabs of granite with names on them. How many of them are fucking operators? Not many. It's less than 1%, by the way, just in case you want to do some math. The infantry guys, the field artillery guys, the Cav Scouts, the guys from Recon, the guys that went out there into sector every single day and put their lives on the line waiting for their dick to be blown off by a fucking EFP for 12, 15, 18 months at a time. Tell me that you went downrange and saw the shit that the average conventional infantryman, Marine, or soldier saw. You didn't. And when you forget that, you forget your fucking place. Special Operations Forces exists for 2 people. The 0311 Marine Corps infantryman and the 11 Bravo Army infantryman. And when you take something from us conventional guys and tell us to shut up and condescend us because we're not operators like you, you lost all of my respect as a man. And you want to tell us to shut the fuck up, the operator?
I forgot a lot of people. If I had spent all the time naming all of the people that, I mean, here's my big one. You know, there's that saying that's attributed to like 5 different people that, you know, good people sleep peacefully in their beds at night because rough men stand ready to do violence on their behalf. How many operators were up in the guard tower?
Probably not.
0. They slept under the blanket of protection that was provided by conventional guys all of the time, and they lived a great life.
So you felt compelled when you saw that comment by Rob? I mean, because is it safe to say that that was pointed generally towards tier 1 guys that act like that, but Rob was specifically the one that said it?
I would absolutely say that there's a lot of great guys who were in, SOF in general. But there's a specific breed of cat out there that pays lip service to, oh yeah, we respect you guys. But the reality is that, and it doesn't matter what you're talking about. They automatically look at you like, oh, you're just a conventional guy. You're an 11 bullet sponge, Yeah, you weren't really a warfighter. And according to them, and according to Hollywood, the whole goddamn global war on terror was fought by, SEAL Team 6 and pretty much SEAL Team 6 and the SEALs in general. But, I'm not just talking about them. I'm talking about all of those guys that forgot about the fact that Special Operations Forces exist to amplify effects on the battlefield by the conventional forces.
Yeah. I met a guy on a cruise, and he was tanker. And he started talking, and I was just a regular guy. And as he started to talk, he talked exactly what you're talking about. 12, 15 hours a day, he said, explosion would go off, the back of the tank would drop, and now he's walking through the middle of town with bullets flying everywhere, trying to use it as armor. And he didn't go very deep into the details of what he did. So I automatically knew he did a lot, because the guys that just shut their mouth and say, hey, I did some things, it is what it is. Those are the guys that I think are forgotten. And we have all these movies glorifying everybody else, but what about the regular dudes? Like you said, medics, Cav Scouts, regular infantry guys. And I say that so regular is not really the word.
No,
if I can mention one more, the poor 88 Mikes that drove the combat logistics
they
patrol,
they
got blasted like crazy.
Yeah. So there's all kinds of people, like cavalry, Cav Scouts are combat arms, medics are male fit medics get sent to the line. I don't know if medics have a choice or not to not go to the line being the infantry, but when a medic attaches himself to a infantry platoon, he trains with them. He does PT with them. As far as I remember, or as far as I know, that's what they did back in the day. The guys that worked at the aid station and stuff, they all did their little medic training. But guys that took pride in their job and actually wanted to utilize their skills on the battlefield got attached to line units, and they trained with them. So, again, infantry versus soft, we're all grunts here. So it was just easier to say that. But, overall, we mean conventional, because there was 100%. There was, at some point in the GWAT, is my camera working? I can't hear myself. Oh, there we go. Just kidding. At some point, I know there was fucking cooks that saw more trigger time than Navy SEALs. It's just time and place, So to take away, we're all going to talk shit, but to take away from the conventional side, I love. There's some of those soft guys that are on YouTube or I have podcasts that I love. Off the top of my head,
Jimmy Watson,
Nate from Valhalla. I know he catches a lot of heat. He's a fucking solid dude. He's a great dude. He's good to me. He's always been good to me. Andy Stump, Taylor Kavanaugh, but
Pat McNamara.
Is he cool? I don't know who that is.
Oh,
you told me about him. Yep.
P-Mac's great dude.
So,
well, it's kind of like the police and SWAT. The police, the regular cops are on the street, and then you have the SWAT guys. They shouldn't be better trained. Everybody should be trained the basics all the way around, and then SWAT would be just different trained. And that's kind of what I look at infantry versus the special ops community. Basic marksmanship, toughness, all that stuff, you have to be that across the board. Mm-hmm. But then there's different missions that SWAT or special ops is going to do that the regular Army guys aren't. But when you put them all next to each other in a group, there shouldn't be so much. There's not much disparity between the guys.
With
the mindset and what they want, what the
precision tactics is what specialized units are used for. So special ops and special operations forces, the military, or SWAT, when you're referencing police, they're precision tactics based. So, but I knew street cops out there that were more fit and can shoot better than the SWAT dudes. Yeah, that SWAT guy just tried out. He made the team, and he's part of a team that utilizes precision to get the job done. And the cop that's good at all those things has not put it to the test. Could he pass trials? We don't know. Would he be a good member of the team? We don't know.
And I'll argue this, that because of ego some of those guys say, fuck it, I'm not going to go be part of that.
Yeah,
Ego
they don't wanna be
driven
part of
nonsense where I can skip out on this training, I can slide out on this, I don't have to do that, I'm a SWAT guy. And they use that to their advantage to circumvent some of the training and some other things where some guys are like, you know what, I'm not dealing with that fucking clique, I'm just going to go do my own thing.
Is our phone line up and working?
Yes.
All right, so before we get to, so we'll just wrap this up. I mean, Jimmy, if I'm wrong, let me know. But I think all of the conventional people in the world are done with the soft stuff, done with the drama, done because you can only hear the same war stories 47 times from the same person, not taken away from what they did at all. But there's 47 dudes watching that going, I did that same thing. I was just in the 173rd. I was just in the 82nd. I was just a Marine. Like, so it doesn't, I don't have a YouTube channel. And they don't want it. They don't want, and I'm not sitting here saying that the regular guys want any of that. But
they almost can't say it though.
They're not allowed to.
If they say it, they look egotistical. Yeah. But an SF guy or a soft guy can say it, and he's a hero.
Yeah,
he can say I'm this, I'm that. If a regular guy go, hey dude, I was overseas, and they're like, yeah, whatever, dude.
I heard this from somebody, I can't say who, but he was attached to a tier 1 unit. And he basically said, look, the majority of the strike missions that went out went absolutely perfect. They went perfect because the gear was there, the training was there, the intelligence was there, everybody was the best of the best, and the assets were astronomical. And when it did go bad, and it sometimes did, yeah, okay, it was pretty freaking hairy because they were already, like Black Hawk Down, the October 3rd battle. Why do we know about that battle? It was never supposed to go that way. That's why. And so we've got to kind of remember that, like, the average conventional person, whoever it is, went out and didn't have a freaking clue what was going to happen when they drove out of the wire. They were like, all right, whatever comes, it's me and my boys. And, I may go up in a puff of smoke or get my, body vaporized by an EFP or, get shot in the face in the turret or ambushed at this traffic. I mean, on and on and on it goes. Mm-hmm. You want to hear some real badass guys? Talk to the dudes that fought in Fallujah or Ramadi.
And that lived like fucking in the dirt
like
for a
pigs.
Year, bro. Dude, no showers. Like some of those guys, I got some messages like, man, I didn't shower for fucking 9 months, dog. 9 months. And that's what the infantry is designed for. You are designed to occupy a battle space and live in a foxhole and hold that position until they can get all their supplies indefinitely.
Yeah.
So it just that whole thing with the the women joining combat arms. My biggest thing with that was that women have to wash their vaginas. If they don't wash their vaginas, they could get very sick. Mm-hmm. So now we're having to make sure our soldiers are not getting sick. So we're now having to utilize logistics and trucks to take them to shower stations that may or may not be there, so they don't end up dying in the foxhole next to you. And from whatever happens in your vagina. Is there a technical term?
I'm sure there is.
But the Marine Corps did a study. It was while I was in college, so it had to have been like 2015 when they were just talking about opening up combat arms to females, and they did a regular all male infantry platoon. They didn't select anybody. They were just like, they just grabbed random people, went, okay, you guys are going to make this platoon. And then they did a mixed platoon of male and female. And then they did a full platoon of female. Right? So they all had the same tasks. They basically went down a sticks lane. Hey, conduct battle drill 1 alpha, conduct battle drill 1, platoon attack, squad attack, conduct battle drill 6, inner building clear room. And then moving, casualties and things like that. The mixed platoon took more non-combat or non-training related injuries. So they're all training, but guys were overworking muscles because the female has to carry the saw, and now she can't do it anymore. So now I got to empty stuff out of her ruck so I can carry it. Now, are there females out there that can do it? Hell yeah, but there ain't that many. And when we lower our standards, I don't care if it's a dude or a chick, if you lower your physical fitness standards for the infantry, people are going to get broke off, and you're not going to be able to have the effects when you have to go do Battle Drill 1 Alpha.
There's a guy in the chat's named Potwash, and he says, with all the incidents in Leo recently, and with 2 cops that are hosts, how are you still talking about the military? Hold on, wait. His next comment was, 3 cops died in a shooting a couple days ago, and the topic is GWAT. Well, holy fuck, man! If you would have tuned into the last Thursday night Squadcast, we covered them and named all their names and covered the entire incident. So Potwash,
I got him again. Cody Becker. Is Isaiah Amenhauser and Mark Baker, Mark Baker, killed in Pennsylvania, ambushed. We covered it on Thursday night.
Had the pictures.
I keep ODMP notifications on my phone. I get them every day. You can't make everybody happy because the comments all from Thursday till today were the fucking moron cops are only going to talk about cop stuff. So I mean, I can talk a lot. I can say a lot. I cannot be there for 120,000 subscribers and ask each of you what we want to talk about. We will cover it all.
It's a culture show.
And follow Copville. I didn't even pop myself when I was supposed to.
Yeah, you got to learn.
Follow at Copville OG, sign in the background, Copville, and I cover all the cop stuff. Bad cops, good cops, administration, I go after them. But now I'm co-host here, so we're going to balance it a little bit.
Yeah, like I said, it's a cultural thing, right? I mean, at the end of the day, you put a fucking uniform on and you serve in some capacity. I mean, I've got fucking news for firefighters today. We don't even have a fucking firefighter here.
We can get one.
I'm sure we can get one, but I mean,
they're outside doing a car wash or hot dog sale or something.
So, I mean, like the whole point is regular average dudes that put on uniforms and go serve their community or their country. It's the same shit. We're addicted to caffeine. We need fucking therapy, and we're all underpaid. All right. So if you
want to talk about that, that's what here I'll pop the number. So if anybody wants to interact by phone, text, call us, be on the air, 772-217-5453. 772-217-5453.
You're probably going to have to give them a time. Pull out your notepad, because what we want you to do is we want you to text us what you want to talk
and
about.
We'll call you.
As long as you're not a fucking asshole. We want good conversation. We want critiques. We want critics. We want support too. We want anybody that wants to unilaterally talk with us about a topic. We love it. It's got to be quick. But, this is part of the entertainment side.
And as we get growth and we learn not to be just dumb cops in military, I think we could get to the point where maybe we could jump them in remote as well. But starting now, get your little dick beater out and put your pen on it. 772-217-5453. Text us. Give us a topic. If it's something that we think we should talk about on the air, we'll give you a call and you can cuss me out live. There's one dude in the YouTube that really fucking hates my guts. Maybe he can call in.
Somebody said Mike from Virginia would have sent more, but my hot water heater shit the bed. At least got something to listen to while I swap it out. Hell yeah, man! Up Armored 81X. I love it.
I had a catastrophe yesterday.
Poopy Johnson gave us $1. I love it, man. Poopy Johnson gave us another $1. I love it, man. Poopy Johnson gave us $2 and said U.S. Cavalry. All right, bud. Recon X Gaming need to look into PFC Greg Williams, regular Army, and receive the Distinguished Service Cross in Iraq. Greg Williams. You got it?
I'll cover that. Yep, I'll look it up. Keep talking.
Justin Gindhart.
Should I read that?
What?
Phil's message.
I was 101st Medic, Iraq 08. You get put in the lineup. In the line, no choice in the matter. I would have picked either way. Glad I was. Good. All right, cool. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's when I was in. So, okay, I guess you do get to choose to go to the line. Clint, Romachet, and Carter, Cavalry Medal of Honors. And Clint, Romachet, and Carter.
Romachet.
Real quick, if you're making comments and you're determined to be a vagina, you're going to have to mandatory website visit to HPTRT to get your blood work done and then get on testosterone. So if the chat votes you as a honorable vagina, then you have to go to HP
you need to get
TRT.com, get your blood work done. You get a code. We'll give you some discounts on that, but we need to get your estrogen and your test levels balanced
dealing
out.
with a lot of people that need fucking higher fucking testosterone levels, acting like fucking little bitches. But
easy.
Sorry. So yeah, what did Phil say?
That's what he said. I summarized it for him. I said it the right way.
Hey, by the way, Kevin Peach asked
Yeah.
if we could tag him in the video that dropped.
Yeah, we'll tag him.
Yeah.
The one of you?
Yeah.
Oh man, he wants to smoke too.
He wants to smoke.
I didn't want that smoke. You're gonna get some smoke, bro. Hey, you know what? And actually, if anybody has Rob O'Neill's DMs open, obviously he blocked us a long time ago. That's fine. Hey man, the Antihero Broadcast guys would love to have you on. Bring him in remotely.
Yeah.
We'll talk to him.
Here's what he did to me. He commented back to me when I commented in his thread. He thought he had me. Then I responded, and then he changed it to talking in the third person, and that said Rob didn't know who I was after he specifically said something that only somebody who knows me would say, and then deleted it all.
We won't call you out. We won't be an asshole.
No.
We're done with this whole calling individuals out.
what-
It's a toxic environment.
We'll have you on. We'd love to have you. Sit
Yeah,
right here.
Well, we can bring his remote screen right here. But I mean, the whole fucking trying to do all that, and I know you're gonna be like, oh, it's because the fucking snake bit back, and I didn't do shit, mind you.
Neither did I.
None of these regular ass dudes were in here, fucking, but. We're done with that. I still get a lot of requests. Can you look into the biggest one is Corey Mills, and at most we would just talk about it. We're not going to be like, Corey Mills, you need to be held accountable. Just a lot of people are wondering what the deal is with Corey Mills, and we've covered it before. Brent read through an article about it, and that's the extent of the shit on the internet. Anything else, you have to deep dive, and then you start getting hearsay, then you start getting nothing that's documented, and it's just it's drama filled, and then all the other pages latch on and want to fucking
becomes Brovet TMZ.
Yeah.
And do we have our clip? We have to have it.
What?
It's in our intro. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Mike.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I'll send it to the.
Yeah. Send it to him, because this is gonna be like, this is the end.
I'm sure it'll take a couple weeks to kind of like everybody, including us, get used to everything, the new format, what's going on. But this is already way more fun, and I can't wait to get a guest here. I can't wait to, and it's gonna happen. We have them lined up. It's just we're done rushing it. We're done trying to make sure we have something at 7 a.m. with a guest that's of merit, and so
if we had Pat McAfee's poll, maybe we could do a little better.
How do you meet single lady cops? Walk up to them when they're eating lunch.
try to grab their gun.
No, and say, "Damn, I wish you would arrest me." And my wife loves that one. Try that one. Walk up to the female cop when she's eating.
They
or she's
pretty much
standing-
fall in love with you.
Yeah, just walk up and say, "Baby, arrest me," or play that Lil Wayne song. Wee 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 wee.
Oh my
wee.
God.
I like that one too. Try that.
First topic of the morning. It's Monday. A lot happened last week, so what we'll try to do.
All right, I got our first guy on the horn here.
Oh, what's this?
You want to do it? He wants to talk about the cavalry.
The Cav?
Yeah, it's got to be quick.
Quick. All right, here we go.
Make sure he turns his YouTube down.
Make sure you turn your YouTube down if you're watching. Let me try calling this guy. Call.
We're working through the kinks, guys. At some point, we're gonna. He's gonna put it up to the fucking.
Hey man, we're high speed here.
Hello?
Hey, what's going on? You're live, man. Talk to me about the Cav.
Yes, I just wanted to say that I really appreciate you guys. I love you guys' commentary, and I watch you guys all the time.
What's your name, man?
I'm a big fan.
And what's your name, bud?
Well, my name, I'm going to just keep it as Poopy Johnson.
Poopy Johnson. That's it. You don't have to tell me your government name. We just need somebody to thank.
Poopy Johnson.
Poopy Johnson, man. Thank you so much for the support. Thanks for calling in, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah, I sent you like 5 super chats.
Yeah, I seen
Poopy
it,
Johnson,
man.
That's me.
We appreciate it, man. We can count.
Yes, sir.
We can count on Poopy Johnson on Mondays and Thursdays, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Appreciate it so much, man. Thanks for calling.
Dude, this is already gonna be wild. This is gonna be wild.
You know, I grew up listening to a syndicated show called The Love Doctors.
Yeah.
And they were Glenn and Rich, and I ended up meeting them one time. And when I was a kid, and I was 17, 18, I thought, man, that'd be a really cool job. Everybody called in. It was a radio show, and I just did it, man. So I worked 26 fucking years of misery to take my first live call on some type of stream. I'm done, dude. I'm out.
You made it.
I'm quitting. You're under investigation. I'm fucking quitting. I'm done.
All right. So first topic of the day. Let's what do you guys got?
Okay, so since I apparently I got to be the Mr. Spock in the room. Whenever we need somebody
You're
to
definitely
talk
the smartest guy in the room. So.
I don't know
That is
about
true,
dude.
you are.
Do not say that again. My wife will slap me when I get home. So there's open source intel out there. So those of you that don't know, open source intel means that you can go find it. You don't have to have a spy satellite. You don't have to have stuff to intercept signals. You can just go out there and find it, whether it be social media or news reports or whatever. So there's open source intel right now that the Department of Defense, and I don't care what anybody freaking says about, it's the Department of War now. Yeah, I got it. They rebranded. Very cool. But go look at your contracts. They still say Department of Defense on them. So that's still what it is. Has basically said that they expect what they call large-scale combat operations. So that means a real peer adversary. And there's really only one, and that's China, within the next 3 years. It's become very, very difficult to get a hold of things like tactical nylon that is in multicam, or coyote, or marpat, woodland marpat.
I don't even know what that is.
So that's the Marine Corps pattern. That's their.
They got the best.
Yeah, they
Marines
got-
are the best in everything.
They
dude.
really are, dude. It's so annoying. They have the best uniforms. I mean, we had BDUs, which were great.
They did. Everybody had BDUs. And
Yeah.
then once, I don't know what directive came out where everybody would just
So
do their own thing.
So the Marine Corps basically did their own pattern, right? And it was like early 2000s, late 90s, and the thing was, the Army was like, hey, this is a great pattern. We really like to use it too. And the Marine Corps stuck an EGA, that's an Eagle, Globe, and Anchor, they put it into all the patterns so the Army can't use it. So then, yeah, because they're petty like that.
That's smart.
They're still not over the fact that the largest amphibious invasion in history, D-Day, they were not invited to because we're petty. The Army is petty.
Man.
And so the Army was like, well, we got to have a digital pattern too. And they stuck us with fucking ACUs.
Yeah.
So that's happening. The other thing that they talked about, and again, this is open source, is that you know how like when we went to CLS or OMS or DMOC or TCCC, like they were like, hey, you got to get your
Those
casualty.
are medics courses, by the way.
Yeah.
Or combat casualty care courses.
Yeah, you got to get your casualty back to a higher level of care within an hour, right?
Yeah.
The golden hour. Remember, we got to have 9-line going out. The military expects that because of contested airspace, meaning we will not have air superiority and we won't be fighting dudes in man jammies and Jesus jump boots, that we're not going to be able to do that. So medics are going to have to go a
Doctors.
lot longer. Yeah. And so they're looking at doing machine learning and basically like a tablet that can help diagnose people on the battlefield. And then remember, Tyler, if you got wounded in Iraq and you were badly wounded, you got flown to Germany and then you got flown back to, Walter Reed,
Woolmacker.
or for us it was Tripler Army Medical Center. Shout out to Crippler. All you guys are awesome. So what they're actually looking at doing is moving those facilities and personnel forward closer to the forward line of troops, like a lot further forward. So instead of going back to Bethesda, Maryland, or wherever you go, like you might be getting treated like 400 miles from the front so they can turn your butt back around. That's the plan right now, like that. And they expect this to happen in 3 years. Now, will it? We don't know, but they're planning for it. So, that's my first one of the day. And if you want a deeper dive into this, I'm gonna shout out a YouTube channel that I like to watch. If you don't have any problems with that,
No, absolutely.
BearIndependent.com. Go.
We used to have a problem with that.
Yeah, we used to.
Wait,
But-
what?
Yeah.
What'd I miss?
You couldn't shout anybody out.
So if you want a deeper dive on what I just talked about, go to Bear Independent. He's on YouTube. He has a really great YouTube channel. He does IFACs. Dude is awesome.
I got news.
Okay.
For any of our firefighters listening, I didn't know this was a thing, but Plano, Texas will be the first one to adopt the 24 hours on, 72 hours off shift for firefighters after the city council unanimously approved a new contract with the fire department. So you literally you work 1 day and you have 3 days off.
That's cool.
That's insane. How do they do that? You work.
I don't know. I got breaking news.
Okay,
Very
breaking.
very happy breaking news.
All right, let's hear it.
live on Antihero, I would like to congratulate Sal Odradi and his wife on the birth of their baby boy.
Whoa, Sal, congrats.
Just delivered. I just got the picture. That shows you what kind of guy he is, thinking about us. Just him and his wife just welcomed the baby boy into the world, and he sent me the picture shortly after the baby was born.
All right, Sal, you better be listening to us right now.
He's listening.
All right.
Hopefully.
I don't care if she's still post-labor. You got to be listening.
But,
Sal was on Antihero. Actually, he wasn't. His parents came and told his story, getting fucking railroaded by the district attorney
General
in New Jersey. Sal was cleared for a good shoot, cleared by his agency, cleared by the state. And then 2 years later, this Soros-planted fucking attorney general started trying to go after cops, which happens all the time. It's happened in Orlando here. They go after cops for good shoots because they do a grand jury, is that what it's called?
Yeah,
and you don't need shit to indict them. In fact, most of these cops don't even get word that there's a grand jury trial about them, and then they find out from their lawyers and the union that they got to go fucking walk in jail and bond
yeah, he was
out.
driving down the road when he got a call from his lawyer. It said, "You just been indicted for murder. You have to go turn yourself into the Camden County Jail."
Can you imagine that, dude?
No.
I would.
What a great family. What a great dude.
To tell you the type of cop Sal is, the guy still wants to stay in the job.
Well, his agency supported him. Let's remember, there's not many agencies were left that, if we want to talk cop stuff, most of your agencies are going to hang out to dry. Sal's didn't. Sal's was cleared. He was cleared. He was good to go, back to work. He actually got promoted and got Officer of the Year between the shooting and his indictment. They would have kept him, but there's a Jersey statute that doesn't allow somebody to stay on the job if they're charged with a certain level of crime. Mm-hmm. So since he was charged with murder, he couldn't stay on. But we were able to get him in touch with Eddie Gallagher, Andrea Gallagher, and the Pipehitter Foundation. And Sal and his family are being compensated by your generous donation to the Pipehitter Foundation to allow him to...
Eddie is the man.
Yeah, he is the man.
Real quick, we got to hit up our sponsors. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. First, want to give a shout out to GhostBed. GhostBed.com/antihero. Save 10% on their already low prices. They have everything from mattresses to pillows to pillow toppers, mattress toppers. I mean, they have the cooling patented technology, which allows you to drape sheets over you. Did I say sheets?
You did say sheets.
I meant sheets. Drape sheets over you, even if it's hot and you gotta stay under. It's like it's cooling in itself. GhostBed has been a huge supporter of this podcast and many channels just like us. Go to ghostbed.com/antihero and save 10%. Tasty Gains. The boys over at Tasty Gains. Creatine is their jam. Pre-workout's their jam. And now they've got these nootropics, which is their version of Alpha Brain. I take them every single day. Everybody says, man, you sound sharp on these podcasts. It's because of those. So, but a little bit about creatine. It increases your power in your workouts, hydrates your muscles, making them look more full because they've got water in it because of the creatine, and faster recovery if you work out 5-6 days a week. You know how important that is. Lots of studies now being done to correlate creatine to brain health. So if you want to get bigger, have more power in your workouts, and recover faster, I suggest getting a couple bottles of everything. And when you do that, you go to tastygains.com, use promo code ANTIHERO, and save 20% on your order.
I think there's some studies coming out about dementia and creatine helping with that.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say creatine causing dementia.
No,
don't say
no.
that.
No, I think because I have the same issue with my brain.
I mean, you use this stuff too, right?
All of it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's my big thing. Like I tried.
The problem is the creatine gummies are so fucking good. They're like, when I'm dieting, I'm like, well, I'll grab two of those,
because
two of those.
When you're taking creatine, which you should, I mean, I don't know. There's people that say you should cycle off creatine. I don't know, but I know when you're taking creatine, you need to take it every day, whether you work out or not. So let's say you take Sundays off, you got to remember to take your fucking powder. And you know the gummies are just they're like. You just pull 5 out. They're a gram a piece. There's your 5 grams, and you eat them like a little baggie of fruit snacks. They're fucking so good. And then on top of it, you get these bags. They're resealable, and you take them with you wherever you go. So if you go out of town, I mean, we travel a lot. So, these gummies are way more effective than bringing a bottle of white powder that spills all over everything.
Miserable.
Spam. So.
Yeah. Good stuff. I've never bothered with creatine until these guys. Yeah. Because I wasn't fucking with that powder, man. It's miserable.
What's next?
Is it Jimmy's turn?
No,
How
it's your turn.
let's talk football.
Oh,
Wanna talk
we had
sports?
a wild.
hold on.
Day. Or is it, man. All right. I got one.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations and happy anniversary to Jerry and Liz Worms. They just celebrated their 23rd wedding anniversary over the weekend.
Okay.
Jerry, the great, the goon, the goat.
The OG cops
Stop.
in the show Cops.
The very first episode of Cops, 1989, Broward County. Stop or I'll shoot you in the back. Jerry Worms and Liz Worms celebrated 23 years together. I don't know how people make it that long.
dude.
ride home's gonna
but
suck,
hey,
Mike.
hey, just so we're aware. I mean, we can still talk sports because it's getting there, but we got to remember that the lieutenant colonel's going to call in.
Oh boy,
yeah,
All right.
and he's got some fire waiting for us.
All right, so let's
it was a wild
recap.
sports day.
So you guys watch football all day yesterday?
Yeah.
How do you watch football now?
I watched the Red Zone.
How do you watch?
So
it?
if I'm a miserable Giants fan, so anybody wants to donate to my mental health. So I watched the Red Zone all day because I didn't have a dog in the fight all day for fantasy.
What the fuck is Red Zone?
Red Zone's like ADD crack and everything mixed into one. It's just a channel. It starts at 1 and it ends with
But
the last
how-
four clips. It just flashes. It goes game to game to game to
But
game.
how do you watch it? What do you
Oh,
have to have?
YouTube. YouTube has the
You have to
ticket
buy the
now.
YouTube
You have
streaming
to have.
package?
You don't have to buy the package. It's cheaper if you buy YouTube TV, but or you can steal it. Most guys stream it, but I
Like
paid
if
for
you
it.
wanted to watch Monday Night Football back in the day, you
Hulu.
turned on ABC.
No, Hulu still has that.
Hulu.
Yeah, you have to have Hulu. But
Okay.
like the Giants game was on Hulu last night. But for Sunday football, you got your two games usually on 1 o'clock, one or two games on 4 o'clock local. But I turn on the Red Zone channel on YouTube and just hit it all day.
I mean, so I'm a diehard Buccaneers fan.
They played good.
I mean, three straight games, 2 minutes left. Baker Mayfield drives down the field.
I made a meme out of that game immediately when
Yeah.
the Jets coach did that dance down
Yeah,
the sideline.
it was like, hey,
oh my god,
yeah,
dude.
like-
it was instant. I got a little cred for that one. It was like the fastest meme in history. The Jets coach did some like dance down the sideline when he thought they won, and then they ended up losing.
Yeah.
But it was like an instant classic meme. Like, dude, it was great. So
I miss watching football. I got out of football 10 years ago when they got political, and I was like, fucker, I'm not.
I
they're
did
supporting
too.
criminals, but
All
it
right,
is an
hold on,
American
hold on.
staple.
Since we're at a break, I'm going to give the Cav guy. I cut him off, so he wants one
Wait,
more
we're
chance.
on a break?
No, we're not on a break. We're going to give Poopy Pants or whatever his name is. He wants one more chance to shout out what I cut him off on.
Oh, okay.
So
Hell yeah, dude.
have at it, man. You're live. Talk to us.
Yes, I just want to talk to you guys about the U.S. cavalry.
Okay, go ahead. Hit it.
I think that we're really one of the unsung heroes of the
World War One.
the whole war on everything, because nobody talks about us. It's always SEALs, special forces, infantry, but we're really in the front lines as well.
I agree. That's why we're here.
I mentioned you in
Yes,
the
sir.
video.
Yeah, we mentioned the
And I
cavalry.
appreciate your platform. And yes, that's why I appreciate it. But
Yep.
and there's times when I got out at 28 years old. I joined when I was 19. I got out. I went to school.
Wait, you got out
And I
at
went to
20 years old?
college. And I would tell some guys were like, "What do you ask about me?" I said, "Oh, I was a kid in the army." And I said, "What did you do?" I was like, "Well, I was, I did this and that." I was like, "Were you special forces?" I was like, "No, man." Like, no,
Yeah, that's
I
all
was
everybody-
nothing like
yeah.
that. I was cavalry.
Yeah, nobody
You know,
would say
like
that.
that's
Yeah, I get it.
that's just for them they see it as special things.
Yeah.
And for us, it's just conventional things we do.
Yep.
Like going in the houses and calling it artillery. Like that's normal for us. And I really feel I just want to put out the cavalry because we
I
are
like his
really
pride.
like the lead.
I like his pride.
Yep.
People
Dude,
that
we
talk
re-
about it.
Yep.
There is.
We respect the pride and we respect the cavalry, man. We appreciate it, man.
Thank you, Poopy.
Thanks, Poopy, man.
Poopy.
Thank you so much.
I mean, dude,
Take care, bud.
the only people more obnoxiously prideful than Marines are Cav
Jehovah's
Scouts.
Witnesses?
Cav
Jehovah's
Scouts
Witnesses?
when it's time for a spur ride. So I'm going to tell. So we got attached to they call it RISTA, Reconnaissance, Surveillance, and Target Acquisition. We got attached to them for a little while, which means that we technically, my infantry company, earned our Stetson and spurs, right? And we were eligible to go to the cavalry ball when we came back. Well, they treated us like the redheaded stepchildren, and fine, whatever. But then the sergeant major came around and was like, "Hey, you guys, you got your Stetson and spurs. Here's your certificates, and you guys are invited to the cavalry ball." And then he's coming around and he's talking to all the NCOs. And he goes to my buddy Tommy, whose last name I won't say because he's an active duty cop right now up in Illinois. And
I can tell that you're not a cop because you called him an active duty cop.
yeah, I never was. And he goes, hey, Sergeant W, you're going to come to the cavalry ball, right? And my buddy Tommy turns around and goes, Sergeant Major, I'd rather fuck a dude. Yeah, go to the cavalry ball.
It's great. It's like the tail. There we go.
What?
You got 3 comments in a row. I'm hanging on. You're my boy, Tyler. This is actually sad what Antihero has become. Brent must be big mad to leave. Like it's such a world of like.
Yeah, but there's so many positive comments. Like if you go over to YouTube,
I know.
Or not YouTube, but
I'm telling you, I'm about 3 weeks out from going full Tyler. So I'm giving people the chance because it is change. It's like being mad at your mom and dad for divorcing. I fucking get it. Trust me, I understand. I'm trying not to roast people in the comments because they aren't being dicks, but they're asking the same question that's been asked just go back and look at 4 episodes. I mean, we covered it all. But I'll continue to be patient.
You know what people don't know?
What?
Honestly, and I didn't know this. I'm just saying that. This is the truth. How much work you put into this.
Dude.
I don't think anybody mildly understands. I don't know how you do it now not working. When you were working, I have no idea how a dude worked 12-hour shifts and spent 20, 30 hours a week in the studio doing what you do, making the reels, doing the editing, bringing the guests, picking them up.
It's a legitimate small business.
I don't know how you do it.
Yeah.
I still don't know how you do it, and I try to take on as much as I can, but you're like the type of dudes that's like, you've asked very little of me, even though, but I don't know how you do it. And I guess I don't care if nobody likes you, and that's fine. They don't have to like you, but to just make it seem like, Tyler, it's not the same. But okay, you had a guy sitting here that talked. Great. That's fine. Bro, you did a lot of fucking work, man. You still do. And it's like, that's the part that sucks for me when I see that. Like, I don't care if they don't like you, but they don't understand the amount of work and hard work and logistical nightmare it is to take your kids to practice, run the show, pick people up, drop people off, logistics, fucking topics.
Have 2 hours.
Somebody said never go full Tyler.
I want to see it.
It's true.
It needs to happen.
Never go full Tyler.
It needs to all be
because it
said.
gets clipped on the internet, and they're like, "Oh, see, he's an angry guy."
I just, like I said, I mean,
not only that, but like 2-hour phone conversations about business and
like
like,
yesterday.
hey, we got to talk about
Did
this.
you see me start loading the dishwasher yesterday?
Yeah.
My wife yelled at me.
Oh,
I can only take so much, and it started to hit that point, and I'm like over there like,
Mike is not good at having long conversations about anything. Really, I'm surprised he hasn't quit this. It's only 53
I
minutes
started loading my fucking dishwasher. My wife's like, "What you doing, Dad?" I'm like, "I can't take anymore.
Yeah, there's a lot other business stuff that goes on, business discussions that happen, and it's.
We all got our good thing. Me on the phone for long periods of time is not one of them.
So back to football.
Football. Still talking football?
Oh, I mean,
We quit and we went.
Well, we had
Poopy come back.
We had the Jets doing the dance. Then we had the Eagles down by.
how many blocked field goals were there?
There were 3 big ones.
Well, yeah, I mean, they knocked one down on the Bucks, and
Eagles were losing 26-7. Came back, took the lead, and then blocked a field goal as time expired. And the big fat dude that blocked it picked it up and ran it back for a touchdown. And then you had the Browns block a field goal to beat the Packers.
So there's a lot of blocked field goals.
Yeah, special teams.
Well, the Giants had one block because their fucking kicker was hurt, and some left-footed fucking moron came in.
Special teams is in the office.
They fixed the kickoff too. They fixed the kickoff this year. There's
you,
a zone.
You like the kickoff?
Well, they fixed it. So there's a zone, and if the ball lands within like the 20 and the goal line, they have to return it. And it happened last week where a guy let it go, and it was a touchdown for the other team. Because in the old days, you just let it go in the end zone. It was a touchback automatically.
See,
if it lands in that little area, you have to field it. And the dude got confused. He let it go. It rolled to the back of the end zone. And the Seahawks recovered it for a touchdown.
It's so wild to watch a kickoff where nobody moves.
Yeah, it's weird.
But
it's fixed to the point. Well, before when there's nothing better than 260-pound juiced up dudes running full speed into each other,
having car crashes.
CTE immediately. Their fucking heads on sideways. I mean,
so you agree with it?
I think it's yes. I mean,
because
at some point,
because the thing about pro football and combat sport athletes is that they are going to do it, and it's almost like leagues and society has to determine they're going to do it. So if we ask them to do it, they're going to do it. I want to be a pro football player, right? I'm going to do anything that the fucking arena asks me to do. I am the man in the arena, right?
Yeah.
So you almost have to say, we're not going to ask you to do that.
The only time I disagree with it is plays like across the middle where it's almost impossible for a 220-pound dude to be going full speed and then try to miss the head at the last second when like a receiver dives or something. It's like, I get it. It's an injury. He's going to get hurt. But how do you expect? And I see there's more injuries on those dudes trying to contort their body or stop when they normally would have just gone all in.
Yeah.
Those ones I can't stand. But yes, you got. I mean, these guys are just too big and too strong now to be running full speed.
I'm gonna
with
let
each
you.
other.
I'm gonna once we're done with sports, I'm gonna let you address that orange chat, Mike, because I love seeing you get hot and bothered.
Oh, he's like a junkyard
He's about
dog.
to fucking throw his goddamn drink
We
at the
got
screen.
we got other ones, right?
Yeah, we'll cover that. Let me cover the other ones first.
Okay.
Let's see. We got that one. U.S. cavalry is a shit. Long-time listener. Barely get to see lives due to work, but glad I can work and listen. And
Here we are.
Good luck and congrats on everything.
We
boys.
might be live.
Thank you,
every,
Caesar.
we might be live every day at some point.
Every day and stuff
if
like
we-
that's the goal. But and I'll just talk. I don't really do a lot of insider stuff on here. We talk on the other channels that we do, but those are like hidden gems, and we talk about this stuff. But I will talk about here is that the business has to grow, the podcast has to grow, the broadcast has to grow, and people, you ask 3 people to take time out of their days to do something twice a week. That's asking a lot. So it would have to be full-time job money. And we would have to have more producers. We would have to have a lot, but that is the goal.
Yeah, and in the network right now we have live Monday morning now. We have live sports on Counterculture tonight at 7. We have guys on the ground live Tuesday night.
We have Phil with HPTRT.
Phil HPTRT Tuesday. I'm sorry, Phil HPTRT is Tuesday night.
Yeah, so with guys on ground before that.
Okay, before that, then we have my recorded show. Coppville goes out Wednesday morning or Wednesday at noon. Hot Topic with Coppville goes off 7 p.m. Wednesday. Thursdays for the boys.
Wait, Dom Izzo's after you.
Dom is? Oh, he's on a break though. He's at a cooking show now.
Oh,
Dom's on a break. He started a cooking show, and then Friday night open mic, and now guys on the ground are back on Saturday.
And then I gotta figure out where to put voluntold somewhere.
yeah. we'll find a good slot, man. We're playing around with slots. Obviously, everything is going live. If you guys have not, I've said it a couple times, is that unless you're a huge known person, like Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins, just recently, like 2 months ago, started a podcast. He's fucking Billy Corgan. He can wait to have guests on and drop when he wants. Sean Ryan can drop when he wants. Joe Rogan drops like 3 times a week, but he's Joe Rogan. So unless you're somebody of that caliber, the pre-recorded days and you have all these people coordinating all this stuff for you and you just sit down. But at the end of the day, live is where 98% of what everything's going to.
Yeah. It allows interaction.
Yeah, that's true too. That
there's how many times you watch a podcast, and now with the ability to call in, especially when you start having guests, and you get in your
They wanna talk to
you
the
want to
guest.
talk to the guest, or you want to get a question in the guest, and we're going to be able to do that for you.
what's the number?
772
I'm gonna 772
217
217.
5453, and it's already rolling. I got suggestions coming in. We appreciate it. We'll look into all these texts. Somebody, how delayed is this?
Like 3 seconds.
Yeah, because somebody said there's going to be a disaster taking live calls, and I imagine if somebody starts yelling,
Hey, it'll be good though. That'll be good for. I mean, just please, for the love of God, don't say the N word.
yeah,
We can work around anything of that, but I mean,
Yeah, I mean, at some point we're gonna have to start screening people and just kind of making sure that like, hey, we got. I mean, but even on live shows,
it's a scheduling nightmare, and it's like I said, to Tyler to do it when he was working, I don't know how he does it, and even now that he's not, it gets tough. Now that I've taken on Monday and Thursday for Antihero, I still have to have a guest for Wednesday at noon that I don't have yet.
Yeah.
And then it's like, do I switch that to more of a local show? The recorded show, is it worth keeping? And then it's like the live Wednesday night show I'm doing. The Hot Topic has been very popular with Jordan Ennis from formerly of Georgia State Patrol.
is he
Now-
your co-host for that?
He's pretty much, unless he's
Yeah.
out, he's very, he's a good dude. He's just a good dude.
I'd really like
So-
to see Peach more. I really want to see Peach.
He's the guys on ground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's going to be on. Yeah, he's Tuesdays and
two nights a
Saturdays.
week.
They're used permanent Tuesdays and
Yeah.
Saturdays. So it is. It's hard. It's hard to manage. It sounds silly, but
What we're gonna do is also, so on YouTube, right? because you guys always had the pre-recorded Monday episodes in the videos section, right? It says you go to Antihero YouTube, go to videos, and it's there. And the squad casts were always in the live section, so you go to a little live column, and then it's all. Now everything is going to be in the live. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip a best of every Monday, a 25 minute video that just has the best talking points that we hit. And if you didn't get a chance to see the live and you don't really want to watch, a 2 hour long thing, you can go and just watch the best of, so that it will still have something to offer. That's it's not pre-recorded, but it's not live.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
And by the way, I mean, like, if you're a guy like me, my team is me and my wife is way more savvy with some of this technological social media stuff. And so, like, she does a lot of heavy lifting. I mean,
Look at you.
I know.
She's got to.
Yeah. Oh God, man, that was harsh. That was harsh.
I'm just kidding.
I'm waiting for the text to come in on that one.
Dude, you can't see my belly. That's on purpose.
I know.
That's why Jimmy wants a desk.
You ain't lying, dude.
We do the counterculture episodes out in the other studio, and those couches are the most unforgiving fucking couches ever. I mean, you have to sit with your belly like sucked in. My wife came and recorded her first ever like debut on a podcast, I think. And she looked at the couch. She's like, happy. I'm not sitting here. Yeah. Like, are you kidding me? You sink into it. Like
that's what's happening here. It looks like I got love handles that go out to
That's why I did 1,000 calories yesterday on the arc trainer, dude.
Dude, I mean, like,
bro,
I tell you what, man. Like, so like the burn pit lung is real, and I've been to the VA like 7 times to the ER because like I can't freaking.
Do you
stop
know
coughing.
that you only have 10 years from your deployment or from when you get out of the Army to claim anything from the burn pit? Now it's like it's fightable, it's appealable, but at face value, if you want to claim like cyanitis or cyanitis or whatever the fuck it is, where your sinuses are all fucked up, because my wife, I'll make weird noises and my wife will be like, "What the hell was that?"
All right, let's go. No, get it. Get that fucking super chat.
Hold on, I will.
Before I get it.
You're going to get it.
No, I'm not going to get it.
But he paid $20.
And you got people saying he got scammed.
People saying he got scammed?
Yeah.
All right. Here's the thing is I'm a nice guy. You paid $20. If this was anything under 20, I would have told you to, I got to be nice.
Rewatch the other episode.
God, man. You're just donating $20 and you don't even want to see if this has been answered before?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't get mad at him if he's watching for the first time Monday.
That's true.
You're gonna have to answer this
that's fair,
for weeks.
bro.
Yeah, it's only because
We
you
didn't
paid
get
$20.
scammed though. Nobody's scamming anybody.
See, you're new here. If you think we're scamming, we're not at dire super chat. We got to stop what we're doing. We always get to the super chats. We actually tried at the beginning of the episode. We said, hey, make sure you if you want a super chat, but you only want to do it once a week, save it for Thursday. That's for the boys. That's where we engage the most. This is more discussion based, topics based, news based, and if you do want to super chat something, just keep it super low in case we don't get to it. That disclaimer right there means I'm not trying to scam you. I'm telling you there's a chance we won't get to it. So you only wasted $2 rather than 20. So don't say I'm fucking scamming people because I said that already. I'm starting to get mad.
All right, do it.
But so Tyler, what really happened? You and Brent had a great rapport. Fans love the perspective from both SF and Leo. And yeah, that's a great thing. People loved Motley Crue in 1989. But you go to 1992 Motley Crue, it's a totally different sound. And, that's a bad comparison. Van Halen. You listen to Van
Guns
Halen.
N' Roses.
AC/DC had 2, 1 died. But
Metallica had a guy, Cliff died.
I mean, yeah, they had all their bassist drama. The show goes on, and we are purposely formatting it a different way to not take away from the show that me and Brent Tucker had. It was amazing. We did have a great rapport. The lights cut on, man. We worked well together. The guests loved being on the show. It was just an all around great show. Me and Brent had haters at first. Anytime there's something new, people are going to be super negative all the time. And eventually you trim the fat because most likely they're fat people anyways. And then you have now the new culture that you built. And that's what's going on. So that's what really happened. Change, forecasted change that you guys, when a business is planning on doing something and they don't know how they're going to do it or when they're going to do it, they're not obligated to tell you this is the shift we're going to do. They're eventually going to tell you when they want to fucking tell you. So no one's obligated to tell you as soon as something might change.
Yeah, and if you're listening to pimply faced former Navy guys who make their living on TMZ for the bro vets, then yeah, you're gonna look for your drama. So that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Yeah, and again, like I said, if I've said this before, but I'm gonna say it again. Most of the people that are upset, that just can't get over it, are somebody that never served in a capacity in a day in their life. They've never done it. Most people. There might be some people out there that are conventional army and are like, fuck conventional guys. I suck too. I hate myself and I hate my brethren. I only want to see special forces stuff. They might exist. There might be cops out there. Hey, I was never in the military and I don't want to hear cop stuff. I don't want to care about what's going on in the culture. So I only want to see SF stuff, right? Those people are going to exist. But most of them are overweight, chubby dudes with shitty beards that want to sit there and say, where's Brent Tucker? I want Brent Tucker. I'm a beta male. And it's nothing against Brent Tucker. Let's make that very clear. But when you fucking beta and cuck to another man and you can't get your information or anything, and whatever that man says is fucking gold to you, you are a beta male. So don't be a beta male. And I'm not saying this guy asking a question is a beta male. Let's make that very clear. But the people, the literal fat people that we were trimming off, that's who that is. You guys got to stop me. I'm going to start.
Yeah, no, and I think it stays there until it doesn't, because if things go away that it needs to go, I will fucking say what I will say. I will go. You'll see Copville, because I'm trying to be very professional in this and let this go the way it's been going, but there's always another route.
Yeah,
there's always another route, and I have no problem traveling that route.
And nobody wants to go.
I want everything to be just like it is.
Everybody's
make that
good.
clear.
Everybody's kosher.
We'll see.
I just yelled at the entire group again. See, this is what you do to me, guys.
We'll see.
All right. Hey, let's take a quick commercial break. But the first thing we're going to do, why the fuck? We got to talk cloud defensive. Go to clouddefensive.com. Use promo code Antihero15. Save 15% off. Are you still tired of using your old standard flashlight? I know you're still using it because I was too. Good news is we teamed up with Cloud Defensive, the best in the game when it comes to weapons mounted and handheld illumination. Go to clouddefensive.com. Use promo code Antihero15 and get 15% off your order. Cloud Defensive, pushing the boundaries in illumination. 09 Holsters, our OG sponsored with Ghostbed. 09holsters.com. Use promo code Antihero10Zulu9. That's Antihero10Z9 and get 10% off. Custom built ruggedized duty gear made in the USA for cops by cops. A Leo and veteran owned small business. They deal in upgraded solutions for duty gear to include cases for portable radios, body cams, tourniquets, and pretty much anything you need to carry on duty. So go to 09holsters.com. Use promo code Antihero10Z9. That's Antihero10Zulu9. 10% off your order. What's that?
Oh, I got one when you're done.
And we're going to run. My boy Jason at Vengeance is coming out with all kinds of good shit. And it's a great commercial, and I didn't feel like memorizing it. So here we go.
Over a century ago in 1910, the Flexner Report, funded by John D. Rockefeller and the Carnegie Foundation, re-engineered medical education from a holistic, whole-body approach, which appropriately treated the body as an interconnected system, to a compartmentalized approach under the guise of specialized medicine. They shut down or consolidated medical schools, marginalized naturopathic, homeopathic, and chiropractic medicine, replacing them with symptom management and synthetic drugs. Allopathy is a marketing strategy rooted in fear and manipulated science. This philosophy carried into veterinary medicine, resulting in over-vaccination, unnecessary surgeries, and manufactured food, just like they did for people. They call it care. but it's predatory and based in profitability. The truth? Toxicity, compromised immunity, and chronic inflammation. They're not fate. They're engineered. And so is your power to undo them. We built 3 targeted formulas to return the body to homeostasis, for pets and people. To detox, defend, and restore. We are the correction to decades of corruption. We are vengeance.
So yeah, Vengeance is putting out all kinds of good stuff. Jason's been on the show. I don't remember what number it was. He's the owner. He's a prior Army vet. It's Vengeance started out with care for dogs, and he's a huge dog lover.
So am I.
Everything was designed for increasing your dog's life, because everybody knows the dog food that you buy at the store typically is awful for them. It was all supplements, and then people started going, that's awesome. Can you do that for me? So they essentially did the same thing, different ingredients, and made it for humans too. They have, apparently when you get tattoos, the ink's all bad for you. And they have
what's
stuff.
wrong with me?
Yeah, me too. But yeah, Vengeance, great company, great group of guys, and they're going and doing great things. All right, Jimmy.
Okay, so I already...
Okay.
Lone Wolf TY 160. So he commented under the video. This is what he said, and I'll read it to you.
Under your video?
Yeah.
Right,
he said, so I wasn't going to comment on this Antihero podcast. I had 4 people in my unit crash in a helicopter this week and die who were special operations soldiers. But for this guy, meaning me, to say special operations only exists for 11 Bravo Marine Infantry is fucked up. So should the folks in my unit not get the same respect being special operations because they aren't Marine Infantry or 11 Bravo? Here's my first thing. Of course not. Dude, people die in training all the time, and it's a freaking travesty. I had people roll over at NTC. They didn't die in combat, and it freaking sucked. It gutted everybody. And dude, our hearts go out to, I can speak for everybody in this room, our hearts go out to every single one of those soldiers' families who lost their loved one just training. They didn't even go to the war, and it sucks. It's even harder sometimes to deal with losing your buddies in training than it is in actual combat.
Yes.
It is freaking terrible. And dude, if there's any way we can help them, I guarantee you we will do it. Well, that said, Special Operations Forces have had plenty of their time in the sun. So if you want to get on there and go, oh, well, what about special operations? What about being a freaking quiet professional, bro? How about that? How about the 20-year global war on terror, which looks like to everybody out there was fought by 1 or 2 groups of people? Go to the Infantry Museum at Fort Benning, Georgia, and go look at those names and tell me how many of them were special operations troops. It's not that many. The vast majority were 88 mics and medics and scouts and grunts and field artillery guys and every other thing under the sun. So no, we're not saying anything about that. What we are saying is you had your time in the sun. Go back to being a quiet professional and train for the next war, and let the guys who did some really hard stuff and never got a moment to say anything about it, let them fucking talk. Sorry, I'm done.
That one super chat went away, the orange one. Can you go back to them, or they're gone?
The orange one?
Yeah.
I can still.
There we go. No, the yellow one.
No. Oh, the yellow one.
Get that one.
Well, Poopy Johnson said I did 7 years as a sergeant. Thanks, Poopy. Kenneth, gentlemen, have a blessed week. Let these negative Nancy's fall off. The true anti-hero members of the community will support you guys either way. I am a civilian, but grew up in the military Leo family. That's what exactly. It's a culture. It's the same type of people. I really appreciate your comment, Kenneth. That's really cool of you. Eagle One. The change will be weird, but I still support you guys. Looking forward to seeing what comes next. Would love to see more average infantry stories. And I think the world is. I'm not trying to brag. but I am kind of good at this. And I can tell you right now,
Bragger.
a month ago, 2 months ago, maybe even 3 months ago, I was like, the bro vet drama is on the decline. Everybody, when you talk, you just do an average poll, talk to 10 people and ask them, do they like it? If 7 or 8 of them are like, dude, I'm so fucking done, that's a good poll, right? So 7 or 8 people out of 10 have said, I'm so fucking done with the soft drama. Yet it's still all over the internet, so they haven't been really vocal about it. But you're picking their brain. That's what people that own businesses do.
Yeah, and it's kind of like any other thing in life. You have people that all they want is drama. Some people all want to hear the good stories. Some people only want to hear the bad stories. And somewhere in the middle are people that are just like, hey, I like the show. I like to be informed. And that's kind of what we're going towards, is just being generally informed about everything.
Our culture, our industry. If there is fucking drama that we feel maybe need to touch on one time, we'll let you know. I mean, this is entertainment. But, other than that, do we have any good people wanting to call in?
We're getting comments and suggestions on content, but nobody wants to.
All right.
Nobody yet.
It's okay. It's okay. The number's pinned.
Some
if
people
anybody
don't want
wants
to.
come on.
But we're getting good feedback.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten a dick pic yet, so
That's good. Yeah.
Dude, hey, are we going to do a pool? Are we going to have to do like an internal pool and just say who won at the end?
so far so good.
So far, so good. All right, so what else do we got going on? Let's see. I'm going to go back to my Rolodex over here. Okay, here's what another one, since this is, information and entertainment. Hey, first responders and you guys need to go to your agencies and say, hey, and you guys can correct me on this, but you guys train for active shooter, right?
Yeah.
When you train,
Always.
When you train for an active shooter, how many active shooters are there?
We typically train for one.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
So what if somebody knew your TTPs and decided to overwhelm you with more than one active shooter or multiple active shooters in multiple locations? How would your agencies respond?
That's a good question, because I don't think that's happened since Columbine, right?
No, but here's the deal: the threat analysis that's coming out for the terrorists, and we'll use that term broadly, says that what they want to do is two things. Number one, they want to overwhelm your ability to react, and number two, they want to stop your ability to get to the location. So if you're a medical first responder and you have,
They're going to put IEDs out there.
you could go,
I can't believe that hasn't happened yet.
it's so, if you're in the agency and you're not thinking about, like, if you're doing the same training over and over and over again, like, this is how we're going to deal with the active shooter, and you're not going like, hey, can we have a conversation about what the worst case scenario might be and train for that and figure out what our bandwidth is as our head shed, as the guys on the ground, like who's going to do what and how. I think you're kind of missing the boat, but I was never a police officer, so you tell
No,
me.
you're right. I mean, it'd be because and I'll let Mike take it from here. He had more time with SWAT than anybody here, but they're starting to train patrol a lot on active shooter. The problem is that you can only train so much, so they kind of dial it into the active shooter that's going to take victims and not confront you, because that's just what it typically is. It's a coward that's wanting to harm the sheep as much as possible. He's not going to face off against the sheepdog or the wolf. He's going to kill himself or run or something. So the calculated something like that is just, the chances of it happening, in my opinion, are a lot smaller. So they're just not going to utilize resources unless it's a SWAT team, maybe.
But I got a couple angles on this one. One, we have that great thing called accreditation.
Yeah.
And accreditation says you have to train active shooter, right? You have to.
Right.
So what do? I train maybe the school resource guys, a couple guys. Nobody else gets it. Nobody else gets it. They just skip around. But when accreditation comes and says, "Hey, I need to see who's been training," the agency provides the paperwork and goes, "Look, these 5 guys took it last year." That's one thing. We're not training enough. The other thing is, I went to NTOA active shooter instructor class. Unfortunately, I got railroaded before I ever got to teach one of the classes at the agency and never taught it. And I don't think there's another instructor at my agency currently that went through that program. That was probably the best one I'd been to, which covered that.
Right.
Covered secondary people, covered that mass response from the response to getting people out, all that stuff. The problem is, the answer is no, we're not training it enough. And the problem is with this TikTok generation and these generation of cops, nobody's taking anything serious anyway. I'll give you the best example is felony traffic stops. I want you to go on, watch your reels, watch your pits, watch all your calls, and watch the guys run up to the car, watch the guys make these terrible decisions and leave cover. You can't, that is way more common. There's 10, 12 of those a day, sometimes in an agency. Mm-hmm. They can't even get that one right, which is just staying undercover during a felony stop. Now you're talking about a catastrophic mass shooting incident where it's going to be mass chaos.
Because you nailed it. The response? Any type of terrorist, they're going to secondary the response, right? Yeah. So if they hit a soft target, whether it be a fucking school, library, whatever it is, right, and they have all the main routes covered with secondary IEDs, secondary things, and they just start popping off a coordinated attack, it is going to fuck everyone up because law enforcement and emergency services have trained to hit that singular event that's going on right now. Right, you throw an IED and take out an ambulance and fuck up a main road, and now
we're responding to two events.
It's human nature. I'm not saying it's just because they've never been trained for that. So we never trained, hey, the next ambulance bypasses because this is a secondary
like we attack. Would.
Look what happened
in the military.
Look what happened in Pennsylvania. You had one guy wanted for stalking. That was a warrant they went to serve on one guy.
Yeah.
They knew where he was. He killed 3 cops and injured 2 more. Now imagine you have an unknown shooter amongst 3,000 students and there's multiple that you don't know about, and now you're responding, and all these guys but you put a sniper out, dude, the first 20 guys are going to be dead before they even know that sniper's there.
The other thing, too, that I would suggest, then, and again, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but, when you're in the military, your staff will normally do war games, right? They'll practice making radio calls, moving people around an imaginary battle space, and test the communications, test the signals, like test the silos of operational control, and that doesn't require you to move officers out of the field. You can just go, hey, you 5 guys.
Well, the problem is, the problem is that it's the field is real life.
Right.
So a training exercise has of that caliber that needs to happen. Mm-hmm. You can't just go to a designated woodland area or a built urban city. Mm-hmm. You have to train in the community that and it's possible, and they do it. I'm not saying they don't do it or they can't. It's just now when you go, hey, city council, mayor, we need to use this block for a real life training event, and here's the plan and the op order, and they go, okay, well, now they want to be in it. Oh shit, now the governor's gonna come watch. Now it becomes a fucking dog and pony show, and I've been part of these. It takes away from the training because now everybody is worried that the rank above them is going to be mad at something.
So what I'm suggesting, and then it's almost time to call.
I got one call before that, and then we'll call the man.
All right, so I'll leave you with this, and we can have people comment about it. We can talk about it later. All you need is 7 radios, a map, a bunch of magnets, and an observer controller creating chaos to figure out where the hard points are in your communication capability.
Well, and you actually just nailed it, Mike. You said a sniper would, regardless if there was secondary explosions or whatever, a sniper would fuck up everyone's plans because no one. I remember I watched a video once, and there was a cop went down inside, and it was a body-worn camera of responding cops. He went down inside the apartment upstairs, and everybody was downstairs going, how are we going to get him out? How are we going to get him out? And they weren't going because the scene, they were, and I don't know, but so you see a bunch of cops go down to sniper fire. Now the order is going to come out, halt, stop, don't go get them. Now we can't even go past them to get to the target where innocent people are being slaughtered because everything's got to hold for calls to be made. And at that point, it's going to be decisions made on the ground by, you have a gun now.
Yep.
That's your buddy. So you're going to go,
Cover me while I move.
I love you, bud, but me and you took an oath, and that school comes first. It is.
Dude. I mean, when you think about like, how many times? How many times did you train Battle Drill 1 Alpha? Right?
Wait. So, Mike, you think that I?
No, you're right, dude. But we can't get motherfuckers to train with their vest on to know how to fire the rifle or how the gun is even going to fire when they're
take
fucking
the barrel flag.
I got cops with their fucking magazines in backwards constantly
or upside down.
So when you get into this topic, it is just so broad of all the problems. Like, I have picture after picture after picture on the Cop Village story of cops that don't even have their magazines in right. Yeah. Not including the ones that don't wear their vest. Now you're looking at this dude whose magazines are in backwards. He hasn't eaten anything but a fucking cheeseburger at McDonald's.
Doesn't have his iron sights up.
His iron sights aren't up.
Or he's got the fucking...
And you're looking at him. Yeah, he's got the flag in.
Got the barrel flag in.
FHP's got the barrel flag in.
That poor guy, man.
So you're looking at him and you're looking at that guy going, all right, bud, me and you, in your head, you're going to go, wait, what the fuck did I just say? Like, me and him?
Yeah.
Like, we're going? And yeah, you have to go. I'd rather go by myself some of those times. And I'm sure a lot of cops feel that way. But this problem with training and response to these things are so broad, and there's such a problem. It's just a giant, it's a mass problem. Yes, eventually some kids are going to get together and they're going to put together the plan, and it's not going to be, oh goodness, 12 kids died and it's going to be fucking 40, 50, 60 people are dead. That one's coming. And that's due to lack of training, lack of taking it serious. You're hanging an accreditation paperwork on the wall saying you're doing the training and you're not really fucking doing it. And nobody fucking cares to do it. We want to get ready with me on video. We want to post a fucking cool picture of our car and our gun and block our face out and do all these cool things. Nobody wants to fucking do the work. And that's what's going to happen. And maybe when that massive catastrophe happens, maybe those agencies will rip those fucking bogus certificates off the wall, take the little fucking initials out of their email signature and go, hey, it's time to start fucking getting serious again about law enforcement and boots on the ground and how to do the job, not pretend we're doing the job.
Yeah.
Maybe. But that's what's going to happen.
All right, we got.
I got one call. Yeah,
we still got 30 minutes, guys.
I got a call to I got an 11 Bravo at a 20-year retired 11 Bravo from Fort Bragg to say he's got a funny story. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
Better be funny.
All right, the heat's on, man. You better be funny.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, buds?
What's going on?
Can you hear me?
We got you. You're live.
Oh, hey, this is I go by Luda. My last name's Ludwig, but everybody calls me Luda in the Army.
Yes,
Luda!
I'm a retired 20-year 11 Bravo from the 82nd and 3rd ID.
What brigade?
What brigade?
In the 82nd.
The only one that matters, 1st Brigade.
Ah, 3rd brigade.
Tyler was 3rd Brigade. You're on, man.
Yeah, no, I did. I was actually 1st and 2nd. I don't like to talk about those days, but I never did 3rd. But here's my story. So when I left 82nd and I'd never been to Fort Stewart, and I ended up getting sent to 3rd ID, and I showed up and they made me weapon squad leader for the only light unit that they have on Fort Stewart. There's a light brigade on Fort Stewart most people don't know about. So I was a weapon squad leader. We had a machine gun range one night. It was, maybe a week, 3 or 4 days, and we're at the machine gun range. And what people don't know is it gets cold as fuck in Georgia.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Anybody who's been to OSUT knows that.
Right. So we're out there, we're freezing, we're on the machine gun range, and it starts lightning. It starts lightning and raining on us. And they said, well, because of the lightning, we're going to shut down the range and we're going to send everybody back early. Everybody was pumped. So I had these two specialists, both my gunners, both my machine gunners. They were complete opposites in real life. One was a white guy and one was a brother. These dudes would definitely not be friends in the real world, right?
The Army makes everybody like each other.
These two dudes were the closest bros I think I ever seen in 20 years. I mean, they would say the most inappropriate things to each other, and it was just hilarious. It was true racial equality.
Yeah,
it was just going back and forth. So funny. So, anyways, the LMTVs pull up to drive us out of from the range,
and everybody's pumped. And we're loading everybody on the LMTVs, and then it's my squad. Another LMTV pulls up. It's the last one. Of course, that one doesn't have a cover on it. So we all climb in the back, and it's basically sleeting on us. And everybody's in the back of the LMTV, and we're driving through the sand trails, and we get lost. And I'm just looking at all my dudes, and I can tell they're miserable. They're hating it, but they're still in a good mood because they're going back early. So the one specialist, it's pitch black. You can't even see. We're just sitting at an intersection in the middle of the woods. And the one specialist is talking to me. He's like, "Hey, Sergeant, I'm so glad we're going back early." He said, "My daughter's got a doctor's appointment, and I'm excited. I'm happy that I'll be able to go to it." And I said, "Oh, man, I hear you. What's wrong with her?" He says, "Well, we don't really know 100%. She's only 2 years old, but for some weird reason, she keeps choking herself."
Oh, God.
And then the other machine gunner says, "You know what that means?" And everybody turns and looks in the blackness. He says, "Well, what does that mean?" He says, "She's going to like to get choked when she grows up." And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, these dudes are getting ready to go to blows, or this is the funniest thing I've ever heard. And it was dead silent for like 30 seconds. And then you just heard everybody. And I really thought, I was like, they're going to fight to the death.
Yeah. Well, man, we appreciate you calling in, dude.
Call in again.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, man.
All right.
All right.
I texted you the number so we can call the light colonel from his hacienda
All right.
in Colorado Springs.
What's it up? There was somebody that the Stecken guy that did $20 said, "FYI, Jimmy, I wasn't listening to any pimply faced Navy SEAL. I was on night shift and missed the live because it was taken down." It is on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen. It's on all audio platforms. And he says again, "Tyler, thanks for the answer. Beta male comment was harsh." I said it wasn't at you, dude. Just what you said sparked my fucking rant, my soliloquy, if you will.
Oh boy.
And I didn't say Navy SEAL. I said 15-year Navy guy who never picked up a gun.
Is that who he is?
No, I'm talking
yeah.
about
Generally, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was a generality. It's not
weren't-
saying anything bad about anybody in the teams.
Or Stecken, whatever your name is. We weren't talking about you. All right, so you gonna introduce the next guy we're gonna call?
Oh yeah, so we're getting ready to call my dad. So if you guys think I'm kind of smart, this guy's way more dynamic than me. But man, is he a really compelling dude. So he retired as a lieutenant colonel. He did time with the conventional forces. He did time with the white soft guys. He did time with the black soft guys. And now he coaches high school basketball and lives at his hacienda in Colorado Springs, Colorado, living off that sweet, sweet officer retirement pay.
You can call him. Call him.
Oh, you want me? Yeah, I'll call
I'm
him.
done holding.
Oh, yeah, I'll call
My
him.
arm's getting tired.
Just you guys talk so much crap about my Android.
We're gonna try and can your Android at least make a call?
Yes, it can make a call.
It can't do anything else.
Right.
We're gonna try. We'll eventually be able to route these calls through the software. We'll be able to bring people on remotely. That's going to be huge for this show. You guys will be able to call and answer any questions that or ask any questions you want of the
Oh,
guests.
I got a song request too.
All right, are you guys ready?
I don't know if we're going to do songs on Mondays.
No.
No,
All
that's
right.
a party vibe.
Yeah. You guys ready? All right, let's call the old man here, which will probably
That's my
kill me
vote.
for calling
All
that.
right. You're the fucking boss.
Hi, Dad.
Hey, man.
Hey, Dad, you're on.
Yeah, hey, I got the show on, so I'm actually listening and watching the chat, so good stuff. I'm enjoying it.
We are too.
Yeah, this is a good time.
Yeah, I've seen enough problems on the TV, so I muted y'all's broadcast, so I trust you hear it all right.
Oh, yeah, we're hearing you.
Yeah, so what's going on? I'm ready to talk about whatever you want.
So let's.
I heard the guy talking about being in the unit. I already had shit rolling around in my head of things that were funny, but I know we were probably going to talk sports stuff, so I'm good with whatever.
What do you want to hear? Do you want to hear about the stuff that's on his mind currently, or do you want to talk
Hit it,
NIL?
man. Hey.
Hit whatever you want,
Yeah.
Dad. It's your show. We just live in it.
No, man, you guys, you said you wanted to talk about college and NIL, but if
Yeah,
you
let's
wanna
do
talk
that.
about
Let's do
other stuff,
NIL,
we
man.
have that.
Let's do NIL.
Yeah, let's do NIL. Okay, what's your question, or what do you think about it? And then I'll give you.
What is NIL?
You know,
What is NIL? These guys don't know.
well, here's the thing. NIL is basically what is totally fucking up major college football and basketball. That's what NIL is. I
Is it a
can't
league?
name, image, and likeness. It's basically a lot of money that guys get now to play college sports.
You get paid
It's
now.
completely out of control. It's a train running down the track with no brakes downhill. So it's completely fucked up the entire enterprise. And we can talk about each of the why that is, because there's a lot of reasons, like everything. People like, oh, it's because of this. Well, no, there's a lot of reasons, but it has categorically fucked it up.
So be brief and be bright. What do you got, man? What do you think is really fucking it up, Dad?
That's what I knew.
Yeah, okay, so here for the guys and for you. Of all the anti-gifts I've got, one of them is I am often not very pithy. So at any point in time, somebody doesn't have a cup of shut the fuck up and I'll pause.
How far away
Is that
We
pretty
need
good
him
for
here.
all the guys?
Yeah, we're good with that.
Yeah, I can only hear you. I can't hear the guys. But,
We'll talk through you.
So
Yeah,
I muted the broadcast, so maybe I need to.
It would be on a
unbride.
delay, so it wouldn't work.
It would be on a
I unmuted us.
It would be on a delay. We're gonna get this figured out. Right now, we're low tech.
Yeah. Okay,
High speed,
I'm
low
getting a
drag.
little delayed between you.
All right.
Yeah, no, I muted the broadcast.
You got
Dad!
Dad,
the TV.
turn it down.
Dad's blowing
Just listen to me.
Dad's blowing it.
Dad's blowing it.
Hey, remember the what show is that? The Gong Show. We gotta get the gong. When somebody's
get the
fucking gong. When you get gonged, you're off the fucking air, man.
All right, he's got it down.
We need a gong in the chat.
Yeah,
You gotta turn his TV down.
Dad, you got to turn it down.
Oh no.
Oh.
Dad's getting gonged.
Dad's getting
Get
gonged.
the fucking gavel. It's
Get
on
the
floor.
gavel. All right, Dad,
Is he
turn
still
the
there?
TV down. Yeah, he's still here.
Yeah, you gotta turn the TV
Dude,
down.
I'm telling him, man.
All right, Dad.
All right. Yeah, see, this is why I wanted you to do this. Now I'm in the hot seat.
You have to cut your dad off, man. You gotta make a command decision, man.
Off the broadcast right now with my having it on the back.
I know, we can hear it.
We can hear it.
All right. See, this is why I wanted you to do this. Now I'm in the hot.
This is great.
All right, so he turned off the broadcast.
Did you turn it off?
No.
All right, I'm gonna have to call him back. Dad, I'm gonna call you back.
Dad's out of gas. All right, Dad's
Hey,
fired.
we can. All we can hear is us talking in the background.
Yeah, I'm hearing you guys big time.
Yeah. Okay. Turn us down. Just listen to me. Send it with the NIL.
Damn.
What do you think is so bad about it?
Well, okay, I'll try to boil it down. It's so many things. I don't really care about people getting money, but the bottom line is these guys have all become vagabonds on one-year contracts that they can't even control. And so you basically, where it used to be you had to sit out a year if you transferred, which that was a little draconian. I actually have an idea about how you can kind of split the hair on that pretty good. But the bottom line is you got guys just and you had two transfer portal windows. They did make a rule recently that now you can't do it in spring. Now it's just going to be in January, start next year for football. We're talking about major college football right now. But people are just flying with the money. They have no control measures on it. It is completely lost any kind of, every team is getting essentially a one-year contract. There's no more walk-ons. You're not going to have Rudy anymore because you can't walk on. No cool stories like that. You're in football, you can only have 105 players. So, you didn't have these rosters where you had extra guys where you could do walk-ons. So, and oh, by the way, they are allegedly college students. Have you heard of anybody being declared academically ineligible lately? No, hell no. You don't hear a word about that because nobody cares about it anymore. It's like everybody's a professional. You got freaking guys hanging around they're in there like their 6-year college football. It's totally
What is this doing
stupid.
to
And the
how
one,
is that
I guess, if
affecting the
there's
pros?
anything that's kind of cool about it, it's that every year I think is going to be kind of a wild card year, and that usually you come in, they make all these top 25 predictions, and then it evolves as the season goes on. But right now, you don't really know who's good. I mean, right now, if you take Clemson, a team that's been a perennial powerhouse the last few years, they sucked this year.
How is
and if you take
how
a
is
team
this?
like Oklahoma State, and then I'll pause. I mean, I've always liked Oklahoma State. I like Mike Gundy. He had a cool as hell mullet. You know, he doesn't do the mullet thing anymore. But they were always a solid team. They were getting a living shit beat out of them. I hate seeing it. It's totally out of control. And then there's other stuff too. I will pause.
Okay, so the question that Tyler had was, what is this doing to the pros?
Well, that's a good question, and I don't know that I'm sure the answer, to be honest with you, for all the things that I feel like I got to get a handle on. I'm not really sure. I mean, guys are still going to go play D1. They're still going to play, but, you know, you kind of had a body of work with a guy that would play 2 or 3 seasons before and on the same team. And, you know, now you get guys that are basically, you can really look at a guy who plays 1 year for this school, and he plays another for this year, and then 3 years he plays for 3 teams. And I think if you look at the draft this past season, I mean, just take, for example, Shedeur Sanders. I mean, Shedeur Sanders. The guy that was drafted in the 5th round, he was on like day 3. Everybody's losing their mind about, where's Shedeur? And these guys coming out, I mean, except for a few guys that you really feel sure of, and that's usually not quarterbacks because you never know about those guys. They're the most intriguing. You really, I'm not sure about that one right now.
What about the other one of the questions in the chat was what is this doing to the boosters?
Well, I don't know about you, but I think people start to kind of embrace players as they invest in the school and the program. You had a guy on one school, and now I can't remember which one it is, but the kid made a point to come out and go, I'm not leaving, I'm staying here, even though I'm getting, he's essentially getting less NIL money. And he said, I'm invested in the program, and everybody thought that was shit hot. So I think boosters, at the end of the day, boosters want to win. They want to win. They don't care about anything other than their team being shit hot at the end of the season. So I suspect in a lot of ways it's become even more out of control with boosters because there used to be a little bit of control measured on that. But I'm speculating on that. I'm not positive. But I suspect if anything, that's sped up, not slowed down.
Yeah, well, I mean, it sounds like this NIL stuff. Because it's all the NIL, for those that are listening and don't really watch football, is name, image, and likeness, right?
Oh,
so
that's not a real thing?
Yeah. So they get paid now. They get paid for...
Not just with cars or like buying your mom a new apartment, but...
Yeah, so they get paid with like real money now,
like sponsors or
like sponsors. Is that what it is? It's not just like we bought a Corvette that you drive and your mom has a new apartment magically.
Well, it used to be. I mean, if you remember back, one of the biggest stories was Reggie Bush when he played for U.S. State. They won the national championship, and everybody they ended up making him vacate the championship. It's Reggie Bush's Heisman Trophy, and part of the reason why they did it was because all this money that they found out he got after the fact. It was totally stupid, vacating a national championship and Heisman years after the fact. And, I mean, that's how stupid the NCAA is. That's a completely different discussion for another day, how colossally jacked up the NCAA is. They are a clown car. There's no other way to put it. They are a complete clown show. They ought to just go defunct because they serve no real, NCAA serves no good purpose. But at the end of the day, if you think about like Reggie Bush's mom, one of the reasons they did that is because Reggie Bush's mom, who they came from poverty, they got her a house. And that suddenly was like a big deal. Oh, Reggie Bush's mom got a house. Well, guess what? Now that shit's commonplace. I mean, there's a guy at one school, I'll just leave the name off of it, that the guy's driving around there. I don't know if he's got a Lamborghini, but they just basically, he's driving around campus looking like Joe Cool driving this ridiculously expensive vehicle that they overtly give him. I mean, it used to be at least try to fly below the radar. Now it's just in your face. The quarterback of a D1 team is driving around and, a Corvette. And there's no question about it, which, okay, that's awesome, right? So that's kind of an example.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see if we got any more chats. So one of the comments was, but Dad, I hear you say, the NIL has made it a whole more dramatic environment. And, I mean, USF did just beat 2 ranked teams. Not that we're bragging or anything. I did go to that school.
Well, Well, I will say that, like I said a little while ago, it's made it interesting because I don't think anybody has a good handle on who's really good and who really sucks yet.
Real quick,
I think
Raja Jackson
that
and
is one of the things that at least kind of makes it
Arch
intriguing.
Manning.
But if you think in terms of hockey with
Manning.
plus minuses, the pluses like that definitely are outweighed by the minuses because it's garbage. I mean, it's really garbage. I'm not saying guys shouldn't get paid. I'm not really a fan of it, but it used to be the thinking in college football was, hey, you're getting a free education. You're going to college for free, room and board is provided. Now, if you don't want to take advantage of that, get a 2-year degree in basket weaving, that's your call. But I think that it is underplayed. But now, again, nobody cares about the education aspect of it. I don't really mind that guys get paid. It's the sign of the times. This is where we are. But at the end of the day, just having guys, I'll tell you something that's really ironic. So, like I said, it used to be a player when they transferred, they had to sit out a year. Everybody knew it. There was no way around it. And now, ironically, while everybody can fly around like, just free agents on a 1-year contract, as I said, here in Colorado, a high school sports player, if you transfer schools, you have to sit out a year. Now, how ironic is that? You're making high school kids sit out a year if they transfer, but college guys can just free flow. I mean, it's an incredible irony if you've ever kept up with the transfer rule or 1 year having to sit out in college.
So we got a question about Arch Manning. Who was the other one?
No, we'll address. I thought it had to do with that, but it doesn't.
Oh, Arch Manning is a player in college.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah,
And
he
then we'll
plays
wrap it
for
up.
Texas.
Yeah. So
He's the nephew of Eli and Peyton. Their older brother, Koopa, as they say, Cooper. It's actually Koopa's son. But don't forget, their dad, Archie Manning, was a great NFL quarterback, too, on a terrible Saints team. So great legacy to learn how to play the game.
well, are we good? Can we keep going? Or
No, we're good. We can wrap it up. We got to wrap up the show. So.
We got to get going, Dad. But we'll
Okay.
this is going to be fun.
Yeah, it'll be a reoccurring guest.
Yeah. So and then I'm sure there's going to be plenty of stories that you can talk about just from your vast experience of how long were you in the military, Dad? 24 years. Woo.
I was in the Army 26 years.
26 years in the United States Army. Tell me, what rank did you start out as?
I actually came in as a PFC because I've gone to college a little bit before I enlisted. So I was a PFC. I was a 19 Delta in the Reagan's Army.
Half
in the
Scouts.
80s. You got your shit together.
Yeah.
You could make E5 in
Send him
2 to
Poopy's
3
number.
years if you didn't get in trouble. I made sergeant in a little over 2. And then I finished my enlistment. They weren't going to send me to OCS down to college. So I went back to college real quick, and I'll just make it pithy. I did 3 years. I did the program, got the degree because they made me get it. They're like, "What's your major?" And my major is going back on fucking Army. That's my major. Okay, but it happens to be history. And then I went back on active duty and ultimately went through the ranks and retired as a lieutenant colonel after 26 total years.
And how much of that was with SOF?
Well, remember, I spent quite a bit of time in soft community after I retired, so I have another.
Says, I
6
see where
years
Jimmy
after I
gets it
retired.
from.
Yeah, I know.
I spent seven.
I got to
in
address a
SOF,
comment, so.
Okay.
From 94 to 2001, then a better part of another year, at the very end of my career in 07, 08.
All right. So now we got a little bit of an intro. And Dad, I'll text you when we get off. But we got to address something up here, and I don't want to be rude, but we gotta make movement.
Hey man, I'm gonna be here. Whatever you want to talk about, when you want to do it, I'm in.
Hey, thanks, Dad. I really
Thanks, Dad.
appreciate
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Enjoy it, guys.
All right.
See you soon. Bye now.
Later.
I got one coming. I got to address.
All right. So somebody said, where are you going? Oh, you got to get up closer. They can't hear what you're saying, so you got to. What is Mike? That's not a big leg.
It does have to be big.
Well, they made fun of you for having small ones. Oh, it's strong.
It's strong.
I will
He's wiry.
It's got muscle.
I got a deal. I do an arc trainer workout. I will post it. We'll put it in the Patreon. I will post that in the Patreon, and anybody who can beat my arc trainer leg workout, cardio workout, I will give $100 gift card to my store. Anybody who can beat it.
All right.
It ain't happening.
A guy said, a guy named Joey Holt said, "This Jimmy guy ruins the show for me." And I said,
I agree.
Joey, call in, don't be a bitch. And then Joey went radio silent. So, you know what? That's the type of stuff that we would want. If you can have a conversation and you can actually man up, we don't even need to see your face. You don't have to give us your real info. But if you can man up and tell me why you don't like me, why you don't like Mike, or why you don't like Jimmy, and you can actually come with something of merit and something that we could go like, all right, fuck you, but I learned something about myself today.
Yeah.
Then we'll listen to it. But to be a little bitch and just go comment on something and like fucking flick somebody in the dick and run away, like, dude.
Well, it's the whole Instagram thing. It's the whole hiding. These
Faceless.
guys never been punched in the mouth.
Yeah.
And there was a reel I saw the other day. I was going to post it, but it was saying exactly that. Like, there's just generations of people. I got it. It's a black dude. I'm going to post it. Black dude ranting about how we are dealing with a generation of people who have never been punched in the mouth, and you can tell by how they act.
Yeah.
They've never been in that situation because they have no filter because they think it's cool and they're hiding. But the second you got to stand in front of me and say it.
Well, I mean, you learn that shit as a kid too, and we'll get you, Jimmy.
And I don't disregard. Hate me.
When you're little and you fucking mouth off to somebody bigger than you and he punches you right in the face, that's when you learn, like, I have to account for the words that come out of my mouth, right, wrong, or indifferent.
I remember the first time it happened.
Yeah, I shouldn't have been punched in the face.
I was playing basketball and I scored and I ran my mouth to this fucking dude right to his face in front of a bunch of people. And by the time I turned around, hit me square in my fucking head. I remember the stars and the fucking birds tweeting, and I was like, well, that wasn't a smart thing to say. Like, I knew right there was accountability behind your words.
And look, man, I mean, first of all, if you want to come debate me on a topic, I would love that. By the way, I would love it. I mean, we lost a great debater, and the world needs more conversations.
Yeah. So if you're just gonna be hateful,
But we need the hateful people too.
We do. They make for good content.
Yeah.
Just be somewhat like. What's the word I'm looking for?
Sack up.
Yeah, like have some kind of merit in what you're talking about. Like, because you could sit there and say, I hate Jimmy because he talks too much, and we'd be like, that's fucking mean. But I mean, at least he's honest. Like,
I mean, and maybe that's true. Maybe I
hate
do need
Tyler.
to shut my mouth more.
It really bugs me when Tyler wears sunglasses inside. Like,
and on my channel, I'd listen. Like, those guys is like, hey man, every time this guy was rattling off something and you interrupted him, and I'm like, you know what? I got to be better about letting these guys talk. I still have to manage the time, but you're right. Like, I take that very, like, okay.
Dude, there is some really great feedback out there. And
it's like, you're a cocksucker, you're a bitch, or we hate you. Like, okay. Like,
the show doesn't work without the people that are watching. And if they've got a legitimate gripe, then damn right I want to fucking hear that.
But what? Never mind.
I hate it when you do that. Never mind.
I agree. And we're not everybody. This is a hard place to sit. This is a hard place to sit. To put yourself in front of a camera and know people are going to not like you for certain things. They're going to make up lies about you for things. They're going to say things. Sometimes I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what? And I guess I feel like as I've made those connections and gotten Sal with the Pipe Hitter Fund and gotten, helping Jack get recognition, being able to have a platform where I was making money on sales to donate money to fallen officers and helping connect people. That's really where it comes from.
Yeah.
Memes are funny, and I think that that's the other side of it. Is the meme page. I get a lot of positive feedback that, your memes in the group chat, they hit hard at midnight. It's mindless, whatever. But for somebody, it's like, okay, it's cool. So I guess that's kind of why I sit here where I'll take the heat. But if me taking the heat by 10 people leads one person to one person and we're able to help somebody, I want to help people.
Yeah.
The standard answer on an interview. But it's a tough seat, man.
Here's the thing: is I'm not trying to aid you, but Mike's retired. He doesn't need to do any of it.
Nothing.
He doesn't. He could put his fucking pink monster down. That was on purpose, and he can walk out that door, and his life would never be affected by
Charlie and
anything.
Murphy. I have 2 golden doodles sitting home right now. I can't wait to get back to them.
He does all this because at the end of the day, there's a route where somebody gets out. We were able to post a GoFundMe for a cop or a cop's kid or a firefighter, or, we're able to unite people. That was one of the biggest things about the Antihero podcast is that I tried to unite everybody together. because separated, we're all just able to be taken advantage of by brass, admin, society telling you how to act, trying to defang the fucking sheepdogs and the wolves out there. Society telling you to stay soft. The Antihero Podcast was the only voice that I knew of at the time was like, don't let people fucking castrate you, dude.
Hold on.
You know,
Hold on. We got quick call.
Who is it?
Leg day call.
Leg day call. Okay. We'll do it. We'll knock it out.
Go ahead, real quick.
Yo,
Go ahead,
up?
real quick. Talk to me.
Wait, you want to hear another one? A quickie?
Quick.
All right. We jumped into. I was back at 82nd, and we jumped into Fort Stewart. And while I was parachuting down, I was still about 200 feet up. I started getting stung by mosquitoes. I was like, "Oh, this is going to be a fun field problem." So, 2/3 of the chalks ended up in the trees.
I've been there.
And
We've all been there.
I landed on the drop zone. That was good. And so they stopped all training. They're just driving trucks around with ladders, getting everybody out of the trees. So this specialist, I'm in the patrol base, and this specialist comes running in, and this dude knows more about being an 11 Bravo than any sergeant I ever knew, but they would never trust him with his own soldiers. So he comes running in the patrol base, and he lays down beside him, he's laughing. And I said, "What's up, man?" He said, "You're not going to believe what happened, man." I said, "What is it?" He said, "I damn landed in the trees." He said, I pulled my reserve, and I climbed down the reserve just like they say in training. I climbed down, it was fine. I was running through the woods. Somebody was up in the tree saying, "Help me." So I walked over to him. I had my nods on. I looked up at him, and I said, he said, "Hey, go get the truck and get me down." And my buddy said, "Hey, just pull your reserve and climb down." And the dude's like, "I'm a fucking jump master. I know what to do."
What's his name? Hey, wait, hold on. Hey, this is Tyler. Real quick. What's your first name?
Clint.
All right. Clint Luda? All right. Where? So you're calling in, so we all roast each other, right?
Right.
You definitely tell dad stories, right? Like where everyone's waiting, and it's funny, but it takes about 7.5 minutes to get to the punchline.
Well, dude, I'm telling you, usually it's 25.
Dude, he's bringing it down.
Tell him we're good. Take that next call. Take the leg day call. Here.
Okay.
All right, we got to go, Clint. Appreciate it.
Hold on,
Appreciate it. Yep, we got the leg day call. My bad. I called the wrong number.
Oh, okay.
Leg day coming up. Here we go.
Clint, we'll get back to you.
We'll get back to you. Go ahead. Jesus. Talk to me.
Hello?
Talk to me.
Hello?
Yo, go ahead. You're live.
Hey, what's going on, brother?
What's up?
Hey, not much. I wanted to tell you something so everybody can hear this.
Okay.
It takes big balls to get on something like YouTube, national, international, and express what you think in front of everybody, knowing that there's going to be a shit ton of people that disagree with you, but you're still willing to come out here and give your opinion on whatever's going on.
We appreciate
Mike just
it,
wants
man.
to hear what you have to say about his legs.
Yeah. Thank you so much, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah, I do have two questions.
Okay.
But before I say that, let me tell you, I got a lot in common with
Yep.
the guy there on the right.
Got
I
it.
did 12
And we're
years as
give me the
sheriff's
question. You get one
deputy.
Give us one question. We get one.
All right, question.
Go ahead.
I heard you're being investigated, and that's why you left the sheriff's department.
Who's that? Which one? Tyler or Mike?
The other guy.
Okay, we covered that at the beginning. I talked about here. I'll answer it. I'm gonna hang up, but I'll answer that for you. I got it. So, like I said at the beginning, for his answer was Tyler resigned and was notified he was under investigation after he resigned. So,
All right.
whatever.
Hold on. We got to do this calling thing better. We're sorry for hanging up.
Yeah, I'm
on
gonna hang
you.
up. We're gonna have to hang up on people. I'm too nice.
For
anybody who says I'm a fucking cocksucker,
we're getting
I'm a
people
really
that are
nice
calling
guy.
in that are just like, hey, like these call-ins got to be quick
30
to the
seconds.
point.
Be brief,
Quick.
be bright, be gone.
Opposite of Jimmy.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna
don't talk that much.
We're gonna call Clint back, and we're gonna call this guy back and apologize. But like, we can't have these long, drawn out. Like, all right, I have 2 questions, but before that, I have to say this. Like, it's got to be quicker, and that's on us.
Quick.
That's on us, and
We're learning. It's day one.
So,
Dude, it's great. Actually.
people are like, I want to hear Clinton's story, but the problem is that we're supposed to be
Super
ending in
chatted
1
on
minute.
Thursday, and
Yeah.
then
But we're gonna call those 2 guys back and talk to them individually. Again, if you're gonna call in and ask a question that's already been addressed multiple times, the thing is, it was addressed on this podcast, on this live broadcast. Right now, we spent 5 minutes addressing it.
he's right. We need a call screener.
We're
We're now hiring for call screener.
Uh,
Our pay is zero.
Jay-
but you get
Jay
the pay
says-
is, if you're in the Orlando area and you want to come hang out at the studio and screen calls and do that for us, you're welcome
It's
to have
an
a seat. Right,
internship
it's an
position.
internship position on the couch. You get your mug on there. We'll pump your social media. We're looking for that position.
All right, so that's the first broadcast, the first Monday night or Monday during the day. I think it went very well. We're a bunch of fucking pipe hitters who have no idea what we're doing. We spent all last week prepping for this episode and prepping not so much just for the episode in general, but how we're going to structure everything. We had Natalie, our design girl, redoing all the images and the graphics and the videos that we put up there. And, everybody has spent a lot of time. Heather has been doing all the PR, and
My wife's been in the comments.
yeah,
My wife's been in the comments.
Lily,
Yes.
JoJo, Heather, all of this. We wouldn't be sitting here without our
I
wives.
literally pass my wife now on these
And-
days
and-
for
and-
20 minutes and get to see her. And she's going one way, I'm going the other.
And how fantastically supportive they all are. My wife is like, go do this now.
The white knights in the comments.
I know.
yeah. My wife is she's the sweetest woman in the world, and she is cutthroat, just like
We're losing cred with Jay Byrne.
Hey, Jay, dude,
Jay,
text your number, bro. We will.
Jay, I was trying to call you, and I ended up calling the long story guy back. So
Clint, and who is the leg day guy? We're gonna
no,
call you.
Jay
back.
is supposed to be the leg day guy. I'll talk to you personally.
We're gonna call you. All right, Jay, Clint. We're gonna call you back. That's
Text
it.
me your name.
That's it for the Monday broadcast. We will see you Thursday night for the Antihero Squadcast. Thursday night is always and will forever be for the boys. We'll see you Thursday night. Roll that intro as the outro because we are too cheap to make an outro right now.